many of you are happy to say that my campus is a family? We have a family atmosphere. If you said that, I know I've said that many, many times. And who amongst you is frustrated with some of the behavior of some of your family members this year? I know how you feel. And how many of you are saying that, based upon some of the things that happened with the family this year, I'm going to make some changes this year because I'm a little frustrated. So today our topic is going to be: will you celebrate the end of your school year as a family or as a team? Hi, my name is Barbara Polk, and I'm known as a turnaround principal. And I was assigned to one of the lowest performing campuses in the state of Texas. And of course, it was the lowest performing campus on my district. So I understand exactly how you feel when you say that, my school, my campus is a family. We have a family atmosphere. Well, that's all I had ever heard. I thought, that family just meant that, we're all just going to work together and we're just going to get the job done. And well, it was kind of dumb. And but I never heard, about the option of being a team that maybe had, some fringes of a family associated with it. So when I come on every week, I come to address principals and the challenges that they have on a daily basis. Those challenges are unique to them. Some of the challenges are challenges that rural schools have. Others are challenges that are just isolated to our urban schools. So, what I want to tell you is that if you are watching right now, I want you in the comment box, in the chat box. If you are a principal, hallelujah, principal, I want you to put a one in the box. And if you are an assistant principal, oh my goodness, our great assistant principals, what will we do without you? I want you to put a two in the box. And if you are a support team, if you are a counselor, if you are an instructional coach, if you are a team leader, I want you to put a three in the box. And if you are a stakeholder, if you are a community member, if you are a family, I want you to put a four in the box. All righty, just go on and do that. And if you have any questions, add those questions and we'll be happy to address those questions. So for those of you who are just joining, I want to say welcome to Principals on the Come Up. My name is Barbara Polk, and our topic today is: will you be closing your school year as a campus that's considered a team or a campus that's considered a family? Well, I was like most of you, as a beginning principal or returning principal, we have all kinds of challenges. And I was challenged where I was placed at a school that needed improvement. And I knew that what was happening just was not working. So, because we'd always called ourselves a family. And I realized that just being a family was not going to get the job done. So, when you start looking at it and you say, well, we're a family, well, let's look at what a family is. A family is a group that's tied together, either by blood or by marriage or by adoption. And they interact according to position, first position, second position, third position. I'm the oldest, you're the youngest, I'm the middle child, with all of those things that are associated with that. But then when you look at a team, a team has a different purpose. A team is a group that's working together, and they're working together to perform interdependently. I'm going to be in my classroom, but I'm working on something that's going to be towards our vision, our mission, and our core values. Now, we may have, some things associated with the family, but when it comes to a team, our mission, our vision is to work together basically to get the job done. So, we're going to be looking at 3 questions tonight. We're going to be looking at 3 questions today. And we want to determine whether you think that these questions answer, are you a family or are you a team? And the first question is, with your activities, with your school year this past year, did you win and lose together? So you say, what do you mean? What do you mean, Dr. Pope, did we win and lose together? Well, let me give you an example. If you are a school that is in need of improvement, or most schools, you're going to have a Saturday school. And if you are urban school, or if you are rural school and you have Saturday school, we sent, this was our story. We sent notices out to the parents that we had Saturday school. Saturday school was due to start at 8 o'clock, and it was over at 11:30, between 11:30 and 11:45. And we assigned teachers to teach these children who we expected who was going to be there on Saturday morning. And what we found out is that a handful of students came. We had teachers who were, sitting around, and some of them did some team teaching. But when it came to Monday morning, we asked the kids, where were you? You were supposed to come to Saturday school and you didn't come to Saturday school. And they gave us all kind of, crazy answers. Well, at that time, as a team, we could have said, oh, well, the parents are lazy. They didn't want to get up. They let the children do whatever they want to do. They don't see that this is important. No, we didn't take that idea. What we did, we got together and said, well, what can we do as a team? What can we do? We want to make sure that these children succeed, that they take care of the vision and the mission that they have and that we have, and they meet the expectations of the state assessment. That's what we, so what do we need to do, team? Well, what we decided was, first, how about when they have Saturday school, how about naming our Saturday school? How about calling it something associated with football during football season? It's the fall during football season. How about telling everybody, all the teachers, let's dress up in our uniform jerseys, our team jerseys, our favorite jersey. That's going to get them excited. And how about when they come to Saturday school, let's just do away with standing up and teaching. How about let's perform projects. Let's do projects during that time. Let's set up a rotation system where everybody can get everything that's offered. And then one of the team members said, well, we have a nonprofit in the community who said she will come and she will serve our students lunch, because there was no free lunch. They just said, we'll serve free lunch. So what happened? The word got around. We talked it up the whole week, and students came, even with no buses. Students were carpooling with parents. We had some kids coming to school on bicycles. But what happened? It was because of the team effect. So the question is, did you win and lose together? We did lose together, and we looked mighty bad, but we also won together, and we looked mighty good. And I can tell you those test scores at the end of that school year moved us to where we needed to be. Okay, so the next question I want you to consider: did everyone have an equally valuable role to win? So in a family, we all equal as as to way we will win, or you're going to win this time, I'm going to win that time, you're going to win another time. Let me explain to you what I mean. Well, as a school that was in need of improvement, we knew that it just could not be the teachers and the parents that we were addressing. We had to address everybody in the school. Everybody had to win. Everybody had to be a part of what we were doing. Everybody had to be considered equally and be considered as equally valuable in their role to win. So, what we did is we got funds together and we had a weekend and we had all of our team members there. We had our custodians, we had our paraprofessionals, our regular ed, our special ed, we had the office staff, we had the security. Everybody was there. And what did we do? We presented to them just what our vision was. We had everyone to work interdependently. So that meant at a table where we had an assistant principal, we also had a cafeteria worker. We also at the next table had a custodial worker. They were made to feel equal in the win because they were a part of a school that was going to win. They needed to understand, what can we do? How can we help make the school a school that exceeds expectations? That is what we did. And we also had a follow-up at the end of that summer where we all got together and we celebrated our successes, so that we knew that Mr. Johnson, the custodian, had a role to play. We knew that Miss Barbara had a role to play in the cafeteria and all of the cafeteria workers. The special ed people played their role. Everybody had an equal and valuable role to win. So, do you call that a team or do you call that a family? When a family has a different type of structure and a team is developed where you can work interdependently, but you are working to achieve that same vision, that mission, or their core values. So, the last question I want to ask you, when we're talking about a family versus a team, um, did you have common rules of engagement? Rules of engagement. Well, rules of engagement is just the way you do things and way everybody understands. This is the way we operate around here. So, we our common rule was no drama. We don't want any drama here. You take that drama someplace else. We don't have time for it. It's like when you get a kid transferred in from another school and you're in a class where people, they just get their work done. And this newcomer comes in and he tries to tell jokes or he tries to disrupt things, and the teacher doesn't have to say a word. The kids just, look at him or look at her and say, "Man, hey, hon, we don't do that here. I don't know what they did where you came from, but we don't do that here." And basically, that's how we had it. No drama, no drama. And we all understand our vision, and we know what it takes to meet our vision. And we also said that if we saw that we had a mission and we were kind of off on getting that mission done and we needed to come back and kind of tweak it and make some changes, we were not afraid to say, "Oh, that's that part. The first part is working, but the second part's not working." Because we understood our vision, we understood our mission, and we understood our core values. So, are you causing your school this year celebrating as a family or celebrating as a team? I want you to think about that this week as you plan your celebrations. Um, Review the winning and losing. You have a campus where everybody is involved in the winning and the losing. Do you take the hit? Whether you lost, you taking it as a team? And are you all celebrating because we were a part of the win? And does everybody have an equally valuable role towards winning? Is that working? Is that working? Do you have that in place? And do you have common rules of engagement? Does everybody understand how we operate around here? Do we have that structure in place? So as you are preparing for our next school year, think about those questions. Think about, are you a family or are you a team? And remember, we said a family has some ties together, and that families operate in positions and teams work together, however, interdependently, but we're all working towards the same goal. And that's to make sure that our students win. So, what I want you to do is just think about that for this week. And I want you to think about joining Principals on the Come Up. If you haven't joined Principals on the Come Up, what are you waiting for? Just go to the link before at the bottom of the description and join Principals on the Come Up. Knock on that door and I'll let you in. So we have enjoyed time being with you today, and I'll see you next week where we are Principals on the Come Up, where we transform school into hallelujah success stories. We'll see you next week.